Hello. Today I'm going to discuss the reasons why I returned my children's father and legal husband's posthumously awarded Bronze Star. Various reasons, just to start a semi-short list. He had applied for the Purple Heart and had been denied, yet he was awarded the Bronze Star posthumously. The memorial date was changed to where I was informed 10 minutes before I had to be there, yet I was needing to sign for the body in another part of the state. The memorial service would have been was in San Antonio. I was stuck in traffic in Waco, and I needed to be in Fort Worth, and I was already late. Upon arriving to the funeral home, I was introduced to the Chief Warrant Officer 3, who was ordered to replace the E7, who was my original funeral director, who was direct ordered not to attend the funeral. 2 different 2 stars awarded with varying ranks starting from Lieutenant Colonel up and E8 up for an E5 infantry soldier. And not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just it causes some red flags to wonder why. And I was told, conduct becoming of the soldier, please don't ask questions for the family's sake, and never saw them after that. However, another small reason would be the 3.5-hour interrogation at CID, and then being shown the slideshow of found DOA. Same day as the guy from the clown for the Dark Knight Batman movie. They died the same day, within an hour or so of each other, of 3 of the same medications. After being informed later on that it was suicide put on his death certificate, on top of me already going up the chain of command asking why my children didn't get their memorial service, and the change in date, other than the reason I had been given was the chaplain was about to go on vacation. When the medical records, I went through them after receiving the death certificate, about 10 days before he was found, a medical record had a 27 different medication list recorded, military record. So that was obviously added among various aspects that I had still remembered going on in the medical hold unit when my children's father and I had met in 2000, that were still occurring. Sadly, in 2008, poker games using pills as chips, mixing hard liquor with the pills, sexual assaults. And so as each individual up the chain of command, it was another question. So I was very honored, and I was starstruck because I had never seen so many high-ranking soldiers in one place. And when I medically retired from the military, I was a private because I never graduated basic training because I was knocked into a coma through a head injury for 4 to 6 weeks. So that was amazing to me, seeing all of the soldiers, but as I said, many questions. And upon going up the chain of command and getting into the 2-star general's office after the who knows how many meeting at that point, and however many time asking of various different questions, I got this 2-star general so mad that in his office on post with his guards, he started by calling me a cunt before going on. So I'm kind of, not many can say that in the civilian world. And while it's not something you should necessarily be proud of, I am because of the reasons why. So, and plus, how are you going to top that one? You've at that point got to be higher ranking than a 2-star general. We have to be in your office, on post, obviously military, and your guards, and and once again, got to be better than starting with the most offensive word, the cunt. So that just makes me laugh every time. So, however, after learning that my children would have their memorial, we went to the memorial. Everything was fantastic. They adored it. I was extremely happy and I was extremely relieved. And because I had gone as far as Congress and Senate and the White House as far as contact to try to figure out what was going on, I was delivered various emails from the unit in Iraq. And at first it really confused me as to why the unit in Iraq was being contacted. And then I read why, because there was contact to the colonel in that unit who said he did not do anything to earn or warrant earning a Purple Heart. And upon that, I knew that I needed to schedule a meeting before, for that point, it would be put to rest, because the death certificate was amended. It now says mixed medication overdose. So my children were squared away. His family was squared away there. But I needed to square certain things away. So I asked when the unit returned from Iraq if I could have a meeting with the unit commander. And I am still very gracious that he made time for me, especially less than 7 days being back on U.S. soil. And he had 2 of his aides there. Everyone had their holsters, and I completely understood why. It just came from the Iraq War. I understand. So he explained, the aides explained, I listened, asked questions, the conversation went on, and I'm going to pause and re-apologize to those 3 soldiers. While I can laugh about it now, I still apologize because I should have known better, and I apologize for forgetting. Head injury, coma, 4 to 6 weeks. Still not an excuse, or it is an excuse, reason type. So still sorry, completely understand, but I can laugh about it because you figure a way to smile about even some things, I suppose. Anyway, this is where I was completely not the brightest, sharpest tool in the shed. I reached down and said, "Sir, I have something for you." And I pulled out the backpack and instantly raised my hands and said, "I'm sorry." Heard every click and explained the backpack should have been mesh. I'm really sorry for not even thinking of that one. The backpack has the medal and the certificate that posthumously awarded my children and my legal husband. You know him as Robert or Sergeant Nichols. And I wanted to give it to you because I read your email and it said that you didn't believe he earned the Purple Heart and you guys shouldn't have been brought into this, and he was falsely awarded this because of all the stuff, and I'm sorry. And the heard the clicks again and slowly reached for the backpack, slowly put the backpack on the table, slowly unzipped the backpack, slowly opened the backpack, raised my hands again, and they started holstering, and I apologized again, just like, "I'm sorry, sirs." And I picked up the certificate and I picked up the medal, and I said, I did not want to teach my children that they are not, or they are entitled to things that they did not personally earn. And I explained to those three gentlemen, as I have explained throughout the years to my children, when you are ready to ask questions, we will discuss why certain things occurred. It wasn't until recently that my son had learned that the Bronze Star was returned, and I explained why. Not necessarily in the manner today, but so I guess have a good one. Bye.